Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Heart Tarot. My name is Ren. I hope you all are safe and happy. Today we're asking, what are their current thoughts of you? As usual, we have three groups. Group 1 is the Seven of Fire and the Baroque Tarot. Group 2 is the Eight of Fire and the Dreamkeeper's Tarot. And Group 3 is the Nine of Fire and the Wizard's Tarot. I'll be doing one big shuffle at the beginning, but if you want to jump straight into your reading, those timestamps are in the description box. I'll see you at your group. Hello, Group 1. If you chose the Seven of Fire and the Baroque Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, what are their current thoughts of you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. 78, Anima Mundi. 24, the Sustainer. The Tower. The King of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Magician. So as far as your connection goes, you are going through a lot of change with the Tower and the Anima Mundi. You're learning a lot of different things. You may have had something in your life, or many things in your life, kind of fall apart, fall away. It looks like manifestations that you've had are just some of them aren't coming true, others are, and it feels like a chaotic energy. But it's because you're building and pulling things towards you. This connection to you may feel very chaotic. You may feel a lot of energy towards this person, a lot of passion or extreme emotion in some way. I really am feeling that your part in this connection is that they may cause you to feel a lot of different things, which there are also a lot of things going on just in your life in general. You're going through a huge shift in some way. I'm getting magician and transmutation from your energy, jumping timelines. But it feels very uncomfortable at times. This feels like an awakening and an ascension journey. And this may not have everything to do with this other person, but they may have played a part, or your connection may have played a part in your ascension. Their role in your connection is that of the sustainer. Someone to hold energy, someone to hold focus, someone to hold space, hold their ground. There is some feeling of resistance, but it's not in a weak way, okay? It's not really in a way of fear because we have the King of Wands here. So I'm getting strength, balance, him holding the torch there. Gives me someone that is immovable, someone that sustains the connection. Their role may be to hold you into the 3D and keep you from going off into other dimensions, Where everything for you feels very chaotic, they feel the opposite of that. If you think this person as a mirror, that could be true. Your perspective may be that your whole life is going crazy and they aren't coming along on this journey with you, but that couldn't be further from the case. It's just they play a different role than you. So if that resonates with you, that may be what's going on here. Both of these roles are very important as far as a spiritual connection. So if you feel like you have a divine connection with this person or spiritual connection with this person, it's very much coming out in the cards here. This person's current thoughts of you, they think about your gifts, your talents, how hard you work, and your ability to work with others, and that really the sky's the limit when it comes to your success and your ability to create whatever it is that you want. They are very impressed with how you work. It could be a certain skill set, it could be your profession, it could also be a hobby or something like that you could turn into a business. But how you are and how you interact with others and the things that you do are just very impressive to this person. You have the ability to create something out of nothing. This person also thinks that you know who you are. And when it comes down to it, you'll choose a side, and it may just be you standing there. But you'll stand there. You're not someone that will go with the flow just because everyone else is doing something or agrees on something. If you don't agree with it, you will say so. You're not afraid to stand by yourself if need be. They also think that you know how to defend yourself as well. Yeah, you can be very vocal about it too if you have to. I'm also getting that they think that you can see how things will play out before they happen. And it's kind of like an I told you so moment, right? I'm getting that they may have witnessed this firsthand. You may have told them that there was something that was going to happen if they continued to act in a certain way, and they did it anyway, and what you said was going to happen actually did. You're like, see, I told you. And they're like, yeah. We do have 7 of Wands twice here. And I'm getting that you are different. They think that you are a different type of person, and this connection is a different type of connection. There's definitely something guided about it and about you. Like there's something more ethereal or spiritual about you. There's something special about you. I said magician earlier about your energy, and we have the magician card. I didn't even see that. That's pretty cool. Yep, they definitely think that you are creating something new for yourself. Because the things that you've been through, they feel that you have taken a break. You've taken a break from everything that's happened. You're taking a break from everything that's gone on. And even though in that 5 of Cups, there's 3 cups in front of this person, all spilled out, and there's 2 cups behind them. And even though those 2 cups are behind them, they're not turning around to look at them. They're actually not even looking at the 3 of Cups that spilled in this card. They're looking forward. So it's kind of like I'm not looking to revisit my past. I'm not looking to revisit this connection. I'm looking somewhere different. And I'm creating something different with the Magician card. It could be that you don't realize that this connection is possible or still a thing. Especially if this person may have rejected you in some way, or there may have been some kind of abandonment or miscommunication, anything like that. It's almost like you're not seeing that this is still an energetic connection, maybe. This person thinks that you've definitely taken a pause and are maybe looking towards something else to create something different, something that only you can see. So I am getting that this connection is still here, but you may not be looking at it. And it's not something that's going to spill over. Okay, like this is something that is going to be there. And it may be that you're just taking a pause from it to try to create something else. All right, so let's get your next set of cards. Their current thoughts of you. We have the Ace of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, the King of Wands again, Knight of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Fool, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, this person believes that you've been hesitant about choosing a direction to go in, but even though it may feel that you aren't really moving or you haven't really started, you've been moving the entire time. There is a specific destination for you, although you may not realize that. This person thinks you've been setting a foundation for yourself and are like taking the next steps towards moving in a direction that you want to go in. And with the Ace of Swords there, I believe it's a space of authenticity, a life that's more aligned with you. You know, when you want to build a beautiful home, you have to first start with leveling out the ground and building your foundation and running sewer and power and all of that. And then it rains, and then you have to wait for things to dry out, and everything just seems to take longer. Late deliveries, things like that. It takes a while to actually begin to see how things will end up looking. But it's a very important step that needs to be taken before you can get there. Otherwise, everything's going to fall down around you. It's almost like they can see where you're going before you do, even. Even though you're the one that sees things before they happen. You may be a little too close to it, you know? You may be focused more on how uncomfortable everything is and why is everything so difficult and why is everything so hurtful, you know? You can't see where you're headed, but you are getting there. And this person sees that. This person finds you highly intelligent, a bit of an adventurer, a go-getter, very, very strong. They also resonate a lot with you because we have the King of Wands in your spread and then the King of Wands for them. They recognize themselves in you. You know, really overall, I'm getting that this person just thinks you're doing the damn thing, you know? Like, you're doing it, like you're living it. And although the journey may feel that you're just trying to keep things together and just trying to survive, it's so much more than that. And you're going to look back on it and be impressed by what you were able to do. This person certainly is. So let's see how their current thoughts are affecting them. 41, a higher view. The Three of Swords. The Star. The Knight of Cups. The Six of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles. So this person's current thoughts of you are making them think about their life in general and how life works with a higher view card. This person is very grounded in the 3D. They may not be religious or spiritual in any way, but you're opening their eyes to how things are laid out and how things may be guided. The decisions that they've made in their past, how they've all led to possibly meet you, and where that may lead them. Even pain has a purpose. And it's not about hiding from it or numbing yourself from it. It's about feeling it, working your way through it. Because on the other side of that is something so much greater than where you were to begin with. There's growth there, and growth is not always happy and wonderful. It's often very painful. But there is purpose behind it. It's not something that's happening to you, it's something that's happening for you. And that is how their current thoughts of you are affecting them. It's a huge awakening, I think, for both of you. You both are in each other's lives for a reason. This person finds you to be strong and magical, even. They are very impressed by you. Well, that's all I have for you today, Group 1. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the 8 of Fire in the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, what are their current thoughts of you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. 9, the Hunter. 61, the Mask. The Queen of Wands. The Page of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. 6 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. The World. The 9 of Swords. The Emperor. The Page of Pentacles. And the 5 of Swords. Okay, well, this dynamic feels a bit like teacher-student. That doesn't mean that's what it is, but this person could be younger than you. Your energy is coming across as the Queen of Wands and the Hunter. So I'm getting Manifestation Queen, okay? Or King. But you want it, you think about it, you got it, you know? Like, you know what you want, and you have a very pinpointed focus on those things, because she has this light that she's focusing on in her hand, and the Hunter is all about heading towards a certain pinpointed spot. You have a very vibrant and focused energy. I'm hearing, yes, bitch, yes. That's what I just heard in my head. Yeah, this person looks up to you a lot. They're coming across as the Page of Wands and the Mask in this connection. So it's like they're just starting out on their journey to become the Queen of Wands, okay? They have the Mask card, which is about kind of peeking your head out from the shadows, like showing a little bit of who you are, your true self. And it's just the start. And it's a very excited energy, but they want to follow in your footsteps is what I'm getting. They want to be more like you. In this person's current thoughts, they wonder how you can be so loving and giving to everyone and still find your success. You know, they're wondering how you can balance those two things. Like, how can you truly care about people and still, like, make your way in the world? Aren't you going to get used and abused and pushed down and held back and all of that? If you do that, if you care about people, how do you balance out looking out for yourself while looking out for others? Because that seems like two opposite things. You can't have both. But the thing is that you seem to be able to do it. So how is that? Is there something that you're hiding, that you're not saying? Are you truly like a selfish person behind the scenes and you just like seem like you're a good person on the surface? Like there has to be something wrong. That's kind of like it. But the thing is with the Page of Wands there, no, they believe you. Like I think they've seen enough to know that, you truly are a good person and you truly care about other people. So how are you making that work with being successful in the things that you do in your life? I mean, really, it's coming across that this person believes that in order to be successful, you have to be an ass. Like, you have to not care about anyone but yourself. Like, that's kind of it. Like, that's what I'm getting. They may believe that you have had to go through some very difficult times in order to get where you are. And you had to put an end to some things in order to move forward. But somehow you were able to transmute all of that pain or all of those hardships and use them to propel you into your success. I think this person realizes that it has a lot to do with boundaries and that they need to be a little bit better at their own. You're never going to be able to make everyone happy. And so you have to know which situations to give to and which ones not to give to. This person also thinks that you do care about the world and the way in which it works. So you are giving, but not giving just as a splash of giving and love to everyone. It's more like you find out what it is that those people need or what that situation requires, and then you give them that. It's not that you give all of yourself to everything. It's that you give it what is needed at the moment. And that's what makes you so influential and what makes it seem that you are so loving, because you actually aren't just giving just to give. You're giving what it is that people actually need. And that is so much better than just throwing yourself out there. They also think that wisdom is not something that's given, it's something that is learned through experience and over time. And they're just excited to go on their own journey with this. They very much want to be like you, and they are learning a lot from you. These are some pretty big lessons. So good job, group 2. All right. More about their current thoughts here. We have the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Creatrix, which is the Magician, Death, the 4 of Cups, Judgment, Justice, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So this seems like more lessons that they are learning from you. Don't tell everyone what you're doing. Just do it. With the 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the Creatrix. Yeah, you don't have to tell everyone what it is that you're doing. You can just go ahead and get it done. You show them what you're doing. You don't tell them. Change is inevitable, but you have a choice on how you want to handle it. Do you want to make it hard on yourself or easy on yourself? Do you want to grow or do you want to stay stagnant? You only have one life. Live it. In whatever way that you choose to. Not in a way that you're told, not in the way that looks the best as far as what other people would say, but how you actually want to live it. Don't be in denial about the things that you actually want. Have you even asked yourself what it is that you truly want in the world? Or all those things that you want based around what other people think or see or say or do. What do you want? But whatever that is, just understand that it is going to require sacrifice of some sort in order to have it. If you truly want a quiet life, then you're going to have to sacrifice fame and money and power. Just as if you want fame and money and power, you have to sacrifice other things in order to have that. There's a choice here, but there is always a sacrifice. This person thinks you are very wise. They think that you are amazing. You've made your choice and you're happy with it. You're happy with it because you understand how the world works and how to make an imprint on it, how to work with it in the best way possible that conserves your energy and keeps you in a space of joy and truly, truly helps people around you. You're a very genuine and authentic person. That's how this person thinks of you. They look up to you and they cannot wait to be like you. They think other people are also drawn to your light. You draw a lot of people towards you because of just who you are as a person. So let's see how this person's current thoughts of you are affecting them. We have 42, smoke and mirrors. The 2 of Swords. The 9 of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. The Hermit. The Page of Wands, again. And the 3 of Swords. So here's the thing about looking up to someone else. We have smoke and mirrors, right? So there is some illusion here. The thing is that they are actually taking a bit of a hit to their self-esteem because they're not like you. So instead of looking at their own gifts and who they are and their own unique talents, they are looking at you and trying to figure out how to be more like you. With that Page of Wands twice, the 3 of Swords, the Hermit, it's like they're trying to figure out how to make it work and how to end up like you. But they aren't like you. That's the thing. You know, it's great to take some inspiration from people and to look up to people, but you have to recognize that you have your own set of gifts that you are good at, that those things that make you special. And while they're trying to be someone else, they can't be themselves. It also makes them downplay those things that do make them special. Like they don't think that those things are worthy or good enough. The whole point is to live your truth. Do those things that make you happy. Make those choices for yourself. And this is part of the lesson. You know, this is part of how you get to this point of wisdom, is that you have to learn through these things and you have to live them. There's no amount of telling this person that they should focus on themselves and their own gifts that's going to make them do it, because they're so busy looking up to you. They will realize over time, you know, they will get it, but it's something that they have to learn on their own. And part of learning that is taking a hit to their self-esteem. That's part of it. You can't skip it. It's just something, it's one of those things that has to happen in order to learn from it. So group 2, keep doing your thing, being vibrant and magnetic, focusing on you and what it is that you want to create for yourself and having a great time doing so. Share your wisdom and be that person that others look up to. You just being you does so much more than you could even think. So you're doing a great job, group 2. Keep at it. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you so very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose the 9 of Fire and the Wizard's Tarot, this will be a reading. We're asking, what are their current thoughts of you? Let me get your cards laid out and then we'll get into your reading. 39, the Temple. 16, the Shaman. Death. Page of Cups. The Five of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Queen of Wands. The Fool. Page of Wands. King of Swords. Nine of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. All right, so in this connection, I have you as Death and the Temple, and them as Page of Cups and the Shaman. With the Temple and the Shaman, it's interesting. You both are very spiritual in your own ways, and it's two different ways of heading towards the same thing, okay? Yours is very open with the Temple. The Temple is a sanctuary for everyone. High and low, it doesn't matter, background or anything. You're very accepting of everyone. And you're accepting of this connection in whatever form it takes, is what I'm getting. Death and rebirth as well. It's a cycle. It's something natural that happens. And that's just kind of what I'm getting from your energy. Their energy, the shaman goes through a journey. It's a path of study and reflection and healing and finding their way through to enlightenment. So it's kind of like their path is an inward outward journey, whereas yours is an outward inward journey. Does that make sense? So it's like two sides of the same coin. You both could be very different from each other on the outside, and maybe even how you go about doing things, but one of you may be light, one dark. One could live in the west, one could live in the east, one could live in the north, one could live in the south. You know, it's things like that. I think the main point is that you both are open to growth and to the universe. In their current thoughts of you, it seems that maybe they can't get you to see their side of things. You can't see eye to eye on something, or they just can't get through to you in some way. I mean, I am getting that you both are on the same playing field, like the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords here, but you go about things in a different way from each other, and you just don't see eye to eye sometimes, and it can be very frustrating. It can be very frustrating for you both. They think you are sexy, for one, and also very open to whatever comes towards you, just like with the Temple card. You're not scared of taking chances on things. You can handle yourself, and you trust yourself enough to know that you can take risks now and then, and it'll be fine. You'll learn something new, and it might open up something really cool. So I think they find this to be very attractive because that's not really how they work. They're more of an internal type of person. They think things through, and then they take action on things. They're not much of a risk taker, in other words. It's almost like they're wondering why you take so many risks. Like, is it because you think that that's where you're going to find emotional fulfillment? Like, is that where you're going to find your Nine of Cups, is by taking a risk? And you're just kind of holding on to this, I'm wild and I do what I want and I love my freedom so that I can, go wherever life takes me. And you're just kind of holding on to that because you're just being stubborn? Or do you really think that there's something else out there for you? Is there something that you're looking for, or are you just trying to be annoying? So if maybe you've run off to go on an adventure by yourself, this person thinks that you're not going to find what it is that you're looking for because they're what it is you were looking for. And you'll be back. You're going to find that they are your wish fulfillment, and that you'll realize that at some point. That's a message for someone out there. If that doesn't fit, they think that some of the things that you do, you may regret later on. And like, you'll see that their way is better, right? That their way is the best way to go about doing things. Your way has too many risks and is just too chaotic. Okay, like just being open to everyone and everything and just accepting that as something that is just a way of life is just too broad. It's too much. Like, you need to work your way through and be internal and reflect on things and then act, not just be open to everybody. And wherever the world takes you, you have to have a plan. You have to have some sort of idea about where you're headed. Not just be like free spirited and open to everything. You two are funny. All right, let's see what other thoughts they have about you. Their current thoughts of you. The Chariot, Strength, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, or Nine of Pentacles, sorry, the Six of Cups, Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So this person's current thoughts, you go too fast. You go too fast for this person. They're like, slow down. Or speed up. Get with the program. Yeah, this person thinks that you go too quick. And then like, because you go so fast, you retrace your steps a lot. I mean, you're always moving forward. That's what they think. You're always moving forward, but you have to like go back and forth a lot. You could move a lot faster if you did it their way. So they do think that you are a bit of a commitment phobe. And I was getting that with the first spread too. You like adventure, you like your freedom a lot. And you may get in your head when things start to get a little too serious, even if it's something that you want with that Nine of Pentacles there. And this person doesn't really understand why. It's almost like the moment that something seems like it's gonna work and someone starts to give to you, you bolt. You head out the back door, you are in your head, you are gone. With the Seven of Swords there, and then the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords at the bottom. There's something having to do with commitment. I think this person does want commitment with you, and you may not be ready for that, or you may be afraid of that in some way, or at least they think so. This person thinks that if you just give it a chance, like if you just stay long enough to give it a try, you may find that it's something that you want. It's something that can actually ground you in the world. It's not something that is going to take away your freedom, but allow you even more freedom. Yeah, I'm getting that this person wants commitment with you and you're scared. Yeah, I'm getting that you are of the world and want to experience the entire world. You're meant for everyone, not just one person. And, they want to show you all of this love, but they are scared of being hurt. And with the little pig flying on the Page of Cups card, it's like when pigs fly, that's when you'll commit to them. And even with the Nine of Wands there, it's like all the chances are kind of like all the stars are falling off, and turning into dragonflies, like things are changing. But like the chances are, I'm not getting that they're running out, but that it's actually getting to a point where things may come together even. So there is actually like a lot of hope here. Like these are cycles that you guys are going through or something. These are lessons that you're learning. Very interesting. I'm definitely getting that neither of you are wrong here. It's just you both see things a little bit differently than each other. So how are their current thoughts of you affecting them? We have 40, the Land Between, Death, the World, the Page of Swords, the Hangman, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. The Land Between is a beautiful card here. It's about coming together and seeing things in the same way. Even though you're on different sides of things. Like it's just finding that common ground. Yeah. Maybe not with everything, but maybe just between you two. Finding that common ground between you both. And I get that their current thoughts of you are making them want to find that common ground. Like, how can I see it from your point of view so that we can actually compromise in a way? not on everything, but just on what's going on between us. You know, we have the death card twice here, once in your energy and in their current thoughts, like how it's affecting them. There's transformation energy on how they're seeing the world, you know, how they're viewing things. They're seeing things more from your perspective, trying to be more understanding of the way in which you work and how you view things. You know, they seem to be more structured in the way that they go about their life. And they're finding value in the things that you do and how you see things. They find it very interesting, and that it's not without merit. Like, their worldview is not the only way to go about things or see things. They are finding that new perspective, and they are in the process of coming to some sort of compromise with you, like something that you may actually go for, because they really want that Two of Cups with you. They want that connection with you and with the land between. They want connection with you. They want this. And they're willing to do what it takes in order to have that. Whatever would make you comfortable and themselves comfortable in it. So there's union energy here. Two opposites coming together. As long as you both can find that common ground. And there may still be some cycles here with that 9 of fire. But it is coming together better and better and better every time. So there's a lot of hope and healing, and just, you guys make a great match, actually, even though you see the world in two opposite ways. Like, together, you could really do some amazing things, I think. So, well, that is their current thoughts of you, Group 3. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.